Just hit the record button.
Record.
Hit the record button. Hit the record button. Hit the record button. Hit the record button.
Hit the fucking record button.
Are we recording?
Yeah.
Oh,
Done.
Hey!
What's good, all you fuckers, and welcome back to another episode of
We can't say that.
Nope. Chat Suey. That's what we are. We're
Yes.
Chat Suey now. So the reason why we are now Chat Suey is because I was at work the other day, right? And I was talking to one of the guys, and they were like, "Oh, you got the new episode up, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah. Let's, He's like, "Oh, let me check it out." He like puts it in, he searches it. And he's like, "This ain't you guys." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he says, "Who are these guys?" And he showed.
No free plugs. No free plugs on the podcast here, all right?
No, I'm just saying.
All right, no.
So I was like, "Let me see that." And I look at the thing, and they're like, they posted 5 days before we did. Their very first episode.
Yep.
So I'm not a big on sharing, right? So I'm not going to have our people say, "Hey, go check us out at this name," and then these other people pop up. So now they're getting, our people.
I'm with you.
You know what I mean?
I like Chat Suey. Chat Suey grew on me before when we were deciding.
Yeah. So Chat Suey was actually the first name that we came up with. But then we were like, "Oh, let's do something funny," and like whatever. But here we go. We're back to Chat Suey.
But
So,
I will say this: I do not like American chop suey.
You don't like American chop suey?
Nope.
Goulash.
Nope. That's what I like to call trailer park food right there.
American chop suey?
American chop suey. That's to clean out the fridge on a Sunday or at the end of the
American
week.
chop suey is fucking amazing.
No,
what are you
it's
talking
just like,
about?
I have some tomatoes, I have some hamburger meat.
It's basically spaghetti with
I have some elbow
macaroni.
noodles. Yeah, it's like let's just throw everything in a pot.
It's fucking spaghetti with macaroni.
Nope, it's gross. It's gross, and I'll die on that hill all day.
Help me out here, Casey.
We got some red sauce, some tomato paste. Whatever.
It's fucking spaghetti with macaroni noodles.
Nope.
That's all it is. That's the only difference.
Nope. I'll die on that hill.
You're a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I eat everything, so.
Speaking of weirdo,
Give
what? Look at this guy's coffee. What? Is there anything in it?
me it's my cherry chai latte.
Guy has two Steves.
Cherry chai latte. It took him
Cherry
4
chai-
days to get it from the Starbucks drive-thru.
It took me 4 days to get legit. It took me 20 minutes to get through the fucking drive-thru.
Not only is it questionable, he also is rocking 2 stevias in here too.
Leave my shit alone.
Is it tasty?
It's fucking tastes just like cherries. But anyway, yeah, it took me like 20 minutes to get through the fucking drive-thru, right? And I'm like, what the fuck is taking so long? And as I get closer, I hear that recognizable voice of the guy that works at the fucking Starbucks.
Oh yes, I know exactly who you're talking about.
You know?
Yeah. He's actually a very nice guy.
He's very nice.
He's just he kind of floats around the Starbucks.
Yeah.
He twinkles around the store.
He twinkles around the store.
Hello, love.
Hey, very nice seeing you.
Nice dude, though.
Like, great dude. Purple hair. He's got the gauges in his ears and stuff.
Typical Portland barista.
Portland barista. Yep. And as I was pulling up, I'm like, oh, this is why it's taking so long to drive through. Because
he chats you up a
he
little
chats
bit.
up everybody at the window.
It's great.
Yeah.
Great service, dude.
Right.
Starbucks, you got to pay that guy some more extra money.
That's right. And you know what? Amazing cherry chai fucking latte. So
Worth the wait.
Worth the wait. I'll always say that Starbucks is
Worth the
always
wait. All right, for those of you joining us for the second time, or even the first time, this is Chat Suey, and we're going to be talking about a potpourri of fucking topics, and a lot of those topics are going to have a lot of cuss words, they're going to have a lot of sexual innuendos, and we're going to be talking about the gay barista at Starbucks. So, if any of that offends you, that's a you problem. But one of the things that we also discuss is confessions. Confessions.
I can't believe you used my kid as the intro. The kid's getting diddled and you use my kid.
All right. So this is Confessions with Father Ojari.
Sorry. Sorry. Oh my God. Oh man. Father O'Charlie. Father O'Charlie.
Father Ojari. All right. So this this is going awful. All right. So you were asking a question earlier about priests.
Yeah.
Like-
How long? What's the process to become an actual priest? Not like an ordained minister or like one of the like a real true Catholic priest.
Right.
With the collar, the whole night.
Well, I had to go through a lot of theology.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did you go through, Father Ojari?
I went through Amazon to get my shirt.
Oh, you never heard of the parish Amazon? That's where I studied abroad.
Saint Amazon Basilica. No,
Did Jesus speak to you, and that's how you found your calling, and
he did.
you wanted
He
to go
did.
into the priesthood?
Yep.
You do pull it off a little bit. I could see it. If you ever like go through a midlife crisis, don't buy a Corvette. Like try to become a priest or something.
Go to theology school.
Yeah, is that really what they have to do?
Yeah, my uncle was a priest for 35 years. And
Are you joking?
no, he
Like
was.
white collar and everything?
Yeah.
Priest? I don't know the difference, but
Father
yeah.
Jari, yeah. And he had a doctorate in theology from Notre Dame University. The Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame University, yes. So it's almost blasphemous that I'm fucking doing this. I'm sorry, Uncle. All right, here we go. All right, so our confession for today. They write, 3 years ago, I won $1 million in the lottery and never told anyone. Okay. How do you keep that a secret?
I don't know. It'd be so hard.
The first thing I did was contacted an estate planning attorney, and he helped me set up a trust and claim the winnings for me with the said trust in true anonymity. Why is my mustache falling? Hold on. Yeah. So he also helped me plan half of it on a hedge fund where it's being managed and has constantly grown. The other half I invested in Bitcoin, all of it. That's right. When Bitcoin was at its lowest, it had been a long time, and I put almost $500,000 into it. I held it all this time, and with the recent election causing a live crypto boom, I sold. I bought Bitcoin when it was at 30K and
Damn,
sold
he
when
made
it
some money.
soared over 100K.
He made some money.
No one in my life knows, not even my family or friends. I haven't spent a dime. I've only been working and letting my money grow while continuing to live modestly off of my salary. After the money I made from crypto, I'm starting to reconsider things. I'm thinking about retiring in a couple of years at the age of 35. And as of right now, my entire estate is over $10 million.
$1 million.
I'm very lucky, and I've tried to be very smart with what I've been given. I haven't touched it other than to pay taxes on the money. I've made investing because of it. At this point, I can't afford the taxes with what I'm making currently off of my job. I'm not sure what to do. I'm not sure what I want to do with my life. I have a lot more money and opportunity than I ever thought I would have. I'm really torn between trying to make a difference in the fucked up world or trying to remove myself from it and go live on an island somewhere.
Well, you definitely choose the island. 10 million. Like, 10 million's unfathomable in my mind, but in the grand scheme of things, you're not going to change the world with $10 million.
You're not going to change the world, no.
You're not.
But you can change a person's life. It's kind of like that starfish story. They're like, "Why are you throwing all the starfish in? You're not going to make a difference." And he's like, "I made a difference to that one."
Yeah. Well, that's kind of corny, but yeah, I get it.
What?
I get it. No, I'm with you.
All right. So honestly, honest question: if you had $10 million,
yeah,
right now, what would you do with it?
See, this is actually a great conversation for these three of us in this room right now.
Okay.
Because me and you,
Yep.
who we spend outside of our means. I'm not gonna. I don't. We're here. We live fast. The whole point is live fast, die young for me and Dave Jari over here.
Yeah.
And we have Casey Moore, who is like a investment banker who saves everything will not get the steak over the chicken because the steak's expensive. So
Right.
it's very. It would be extremely hard for me
Yeah.
to not kind of splurge.
Just blow right through it.
Not, I wouldn't say blow right through it because you got to set yourself up to at least be fine. But
I
it's
have a-
like I'm gonna get the steak. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the steak,
I can't take any of this with me.
Yeah.
So why not?
and dude. That's how I look at it. Like, what's the point?
Yeah.
This guy could have done all this and then have a heart attack.
Okay. So very first thing. What are you doing?
10 million. I don't know. I still don't think that's enough to like just. I mean, you could definitely retire off of it and be good. It sounds crazy when I'm saying not enough, but it's. I don't know.
No?
10 million. What would you do?
My first thing I would do is I would take a large portion. I don't know how much. I don't know. Depends on after taxes and everything. I would give a significant portion of it to St. Jude's Children's Hospital.
It's nice. Tax write off.
Wow.
Well, I'm
Here
just
I
saying
am.
you're doing something nice, but you're also helping yourself out. Keep
Here
going.
I am thinking about saving children, and you're thinking about
I am
writing
too.
off
I'm
your
just
taxes.
saying. I'm just saying. It's great. Smart idea. Smart
I
idea.
just said after taxes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, you still gotta.
Oh, you still can write it off?
Yeah.
And then I would blow right through it. I'd blow through the rest.
Dude, I want to go hang out with Dave.
Can you spend $5 million in 24 hours?
I could.
100%.
I could easily.
Yeah.
Easily. There's not even like that's easy.
I would. Yeah.
Indoor golf simulator. I'd build a I'd do a whole night.
Yeah.
We go crazy.
Well, we were just looking at that mansion that was for sale in
Yeah.
Norwich for
Which is
3.5
insane
fucking million
that there's
already.
a $1 million home in Norwich,
Yeah.
Connecticut.
You
But,
just buy a fucking house.
yeah.
Buy a couple cars, whatever. Go on a fucking world vacation.
Yeah, I would.
That's
I would.
it.
I would
Go
try
on.
to grow some. Probably put half into like, investment portfolios or whatever, and then the rest would just. I got to celebrate the fact that I won. Right. That's how I look at things.
Right.
We're going on a family vacation for
Yeah.
sure for at least a month.
Right.
We're traveling. Well, that's the celebration for winning the money.
So are you gonna be the one that claims it, or are you gonna have like this
No,
guy did?
I'd probably
He's gonna
use
put it in a trust.
shout out
right
to
away.
DCG Media to claim the through the LLC.
Yeah.
But I actually give him credit to not like nobody knows. That's insane.
Right.
Like, dude, if I hit the Powerball,
Mm-hmm.
you guys would know before I even got to work.
Yeah.
The whole world would know. What about you, Casey? As someone who has investing
Frugal.
in mind,
As frugal.
you could say it. The guys that bleep this out.
Hey, come on.
Oh, sorry,
we're at-
Father.
We're at odds here.
And you got to cackle that out, all right? You got to.
Oh yeah, I got
gotta-
it. I got it. All right, Casey, what would you do?
Yeah, for sure, you would not be able to hide the fact that you won
No.
$10 million or
No,
the Powerball or whatever.
No shot.
You probably wouldn't even show up to work.
I would.
And
I would show up just to let everybody know.
Yeah, you would show up to gloat, and
and then be peace.
you'd be like, "Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
You're cool.
You're cool. Fuck you.
Fuck you, I'm out. Straight up half baked style.
Yep.
yeah, no, $10 million is a good chunk of money. You probably get like 5.6 after taxes. And, the nice thing about that number is it'll allow you to, it'll buy you your freedom. You probably won't have to really work too much anymore. Or at a minimum, you can take some time off and figure out what you want to do. Do a little
for
traveling,
sure.
Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't go crazy with it. I'm not, you call me cheap or whatever. I'm just not materialistic. Like, I'm a very
You live
simply like
minimal.
Don't get me wrong.
So this is the difference between me and you. You went out and bought supplies or whatever for your car to fix it, right?
Yeah, I fixed my brake
You
line.
replaced your brake line.
Yeah.
Me, I would have said, "Fuck the brake line. I'm buying a new car."
Brake line.
Brake line. Fuck that.
The new Jeeps look pretty nice.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, you got a nice Jeep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Why do I look like I'm about to make a pizza?
Yeah, you look like a Mario priest. You look like an Italian plumber that turned into a
Because my
priest.
mustache is upside down.
yeah,
That's why.
you flipped it around. That's right.
Sorry.
It looks good either way.
There we go.
But
That's a little better.
Yeah, Casey's always been, as much as we know, he's just like the smartest person when it comes to managing his money.
Right.
I don't get me wrong, I appreciate a good steak. Absolutely.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a good chance if you see me eating a steak at home, I probably got it because it was about to expire at the grocery store.
And it was like $1 off.
You know how when you're looking through like salad bags in the grocery store and you always grab the one in the back because it's the freshest thing. Casey does it the opposite. He goes through the meat section.
He goes to the meat section and looks for that yellow tag. Looks for that yellow tag that says cook or freeze today.
Yeah. All right. Guess we're having steak tonight, babe.
And it tastes even better because you got it on sale.
No, there's no way. There's no way. I'm a strong believer that the price tag on something means it's better, regardless.
One of these days, we're gonna have to grab like a $100 steak, and
you can 100% tell the difference.
Like a $10 steak, and we're gonna film it, and we're gonna just see which steak you prefer.
There is no shot that you could.
There's no comparison.
There's not. Steak is one thing. That's a bad. Like comparison thing.
It's all about the cut.
Yeah.
Because if you get like $100 steak,
you can tell the difference.
Oh wait, are we talking like $100 steak from like Hell's Kitchen versus versus
just the
same cut from?
Yeah, it would probably have to be the same.
Well,
you're gonna get it cheaper.
Yeah,
you're gonna be able to buy it cheaper from somewhere than you would if someone made it for you.
Right.
You know,
because if you're doing like a ribeye versus
like a 12-year dry aged ribeye seafood tower, there's a total difference.
I don't know I'd be curious, even if it was a different cut.
You would 100%.
No. Like, hey, good for you if you got that kind of a palate.
It's not even that palate.
You'd be surprised. Like there's lots of people out there that just they don't have the ability to do that.
Yeah. I guess.
And I don't eat enough steak and stuff like that. I don't know if I'd be able to tell the difference.
Add that to the key when we have our first guest, Kirk Winslow, I shouldn't say his full government like that. But when we have Kirk on, hey, when we do our catching up with Kirk segments,
catching up with
Winslow would definitely not know the difference between $100 steak. So you'd be like, it's just frozen.
He's got to take his teeth out to fucking chew the steak.
Yeah, you can't even eat steak. That's a bad.
He'd rather have hamburger, like a ground
hamburger.
Ground beef. Yeah.
He would take the fucking $100 steak and ground it up.
God,
and then eat it.
Now I want a 12-year dry-aged ribeye right now.
So here's another thing, like for our listeners and viewers at home. One thing you can't see. So another difference between how Garrett and I spend versus how Casey spends. I have the top-of-the-line iPad. We have all these cameras and microphones and everything, all brand new, top-of-the-line shit. And Casey is over here with a ThinkPad 13-inch screen that's still running Windows XP.
He's got the trackball in the middle of that.
He brought in the Commodore 64, plops it on the desk.
And it works great.
Yeah.
I've had it for like 12 years. It works great.
Great. I wish I could live like that.
I wish
I had the self-control.
As long as you don't do anything with it other than like
I have
surf
such
the
bad
web.
impulse.
Right.
I feel like that's the ADD that we both have too. Where it's just like we like get on.
You gotta have something fresh.
Piece of candy.
Yep.
You gotta hit that dopamine hit.
Yeah, Ethan. He texted me the other day. I was at work, and he's like,
Jari's son, by the way.
You got another package. It was probably 10 days in a row that I got a package from Amazon.
That's my household.
Just fucking random shit. I'm like, oh, I might use that one day.
Yeah.
Click. I'm gonna buy it.
So two of the 3 cameras we have are mine, actually.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So and actually,
but that's what you enjoy filmmaking.
Right.
Well, I enjoy it. I never do it.
Our skits are
hence why I'm on the show. But the thing that you did the other day, you bought randomly while we were at work. You bought a $300 brand new driver, which isn't crazy. $300 for a driver is not crazy.
That's
but the thing that blew my mind, the thing that I could never do, is spontaneously out of nowhere just order a driver because someone was talking about going golfing in your vicinity.
Agreed.
Okay.
It would take me years before I pulled the trigger on that.
It was years though, to be honest.
Garrett, I got you back.
It was years, to be honest. I needed new clubs.
I got you back on this. So we were actually at work, and 2 people that we work with were talking about golfing. And the way they were talking about it, I haven't played golf in decades, like over 20 years.
Yeah.
And they were talking. I'm like, you know what? I'm
going to start learning how to golf.
Dave Jari, right now, in this very moment, I'm going to learn how to golf. and I immediately went online and
Bought
bought
clubs?
an entire fucking set of golf clubs.
Yeah, but you bought like Kirkland brand golf clubs.
Yeah, you did.
no, they're Callaways.
Oh, are they Callaways?
Yeah.
They're the Edge series, I think. The starter edges.
Still.
Okay.
Good.
No,
Yeah.
Callaway's a
Callaway's
great
good.
band.
Still good.
Somebody told me you bought like
Yeah, from Costco.
Costco.
Yeah, they're the Costco.
They're
They have
Callaways.
Callaway. It's a Costco brand.
It's not like
starter
a
set.
fucking $1,000 fucking Callaway driver or anything.
It's
but
their
But,
Edge
all right,
series.
All right, so but that's what you're supposed to do. Like when you're
Start
starting
small.
Yeah, when you're starting out golfing.
Yeah.
You don't buy top of the line clubs.
Yeah,
you buy the store clubs or whatever.
I know how to play golf though. I used to golf a lot back in the day.
No,
I just need new
you
clubs.
used to know how to play golf.
Yeah, that's true. This is gonna be a
No, but hey.
So
good
the
for you.
entire set was like $600.
Yeah, no, that's still a lot of money, man. I don't know if I could.
yeah. Driver.
Shut up, stupid.
See, but like I said, in my mind, the way my mind works, I didn't buy. I was looking at the new one. I was like, I really want the best of the best, but driver's driver to me. It doesn't matter. Even you can use a like the M2. Like I'm not gonna go into this, but the older drivers are still just as good.
Hopefully, you're only using it 18 times.
Exactly.
When you're playing around.
So.
I didn't like.
But you are
I've
correct.
gone
I
out.
definitely did that the other day. Just was like, you know what? Now's the time.
I did the
Brand
same
new
thing.
driver, new bag. Let's go.
I did the same exact thing. Although when I went, I didn't really use my driver. I used my hybrid, my 5.
Your 5 rescue, your 5 wood.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a strong hitter.
Yeah. You hit with what you're comfortable with.
Right. I'm not a
I
strong
don't-
hitter. I just want to keep it in front
If
of
you
me.
get up to the tee,
I think you could easily. You have like that. You got the acoustic strength, I think, a little bit in there somewhere.
acoustic strength. What is
the-
that?
No, the acoustics. I'm trying to be. I'm not trying to get in trouble. You, got the-
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You
got
got what I'm
you,
saying.
I
Yeah,
got
yeah.
you,
You got
yeah.
that strength in you, buddy.
Yeah.
You have to like channel.
But you got to have the confidence. You got to have the confidence.
Yeah.
When you get up to the tee box, you got the ball there, you're looking at it,
Yeah.
and you're looking down the fairway, and it's a narrow fairway. And you got a bunker on your left, a pond on
100%
your
going
right.
into the trees.
You got to have a club you're comfortable with.
100%.
Even if it means giving up some yards, you got to be confident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Confidence
that's
is
the whole thing. I want to keep it in front of me. I don't care about driving 300 yards.
You
Just
can get
keep
there
it-
though. You could get the
I
swing.
mean, yeah, I'm
You
sure
got
with
the power
practice. But
crank it. You just got to get that swing down
Going
pat.
down a
and then
couple times,
I can
so.
see you sending it.
yeah.
But-
But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, so I'd buy myself some freedom and try to relax, maybe go on vacation, but live pretty modestly and
He would
Make the
literally
money
be this
last.
guy. He would 100% be this guy on.
Yeah, just keep it a
confession.
secret.
That would be
not
him.
tell anybody.
We wouldn't
if you
even
can,
know.
yeah, like it's going to be tough with close friends and family because if you do
Oh,
buy
yeah.
anything nice for yourself, it's and money makes family and your friends weird.
Makes it
you know?
weird.
Yeah.
And
And that always happened. Everyone's like, no, it will never happen to me, but it always does. There's always some sort of.
Money changes everybody.
Yeah,
I don't care
it
what you
does.
say. It changes everybody. Yep. So, all right. Well, that was a interesting confession that went off into 14 different directions. So
I liked it.
Yeah. So what we got next? We got a little mail call.
Mail call. Mail call.
So this is actually going by pretty smooth today. You know,
You mean not like last episode?
like last episode.
Dave was feeling nice.
Oh man, I was fucking wrecked. By the end of the episode, I was like, hey, by the way, I fucked that doll back there.
Poor Vanessa. You're supposed to keep that. You're supposed to be always the question. It was set up perfect. It's in behind his shot. She's behind right there. Go back to Dave's shot.
There she is.
She's
There
in right,
she is.
and then
Right
the
there.
audience was supposed to think the entire time was Dave's penis inside that, and now you ruined it. Or actually, you might have made it worse
I might have made it worse
because now everybody
Yeah.
knows.
Yep.
I mean,
there it is.
In Dave's defense, that was an early start for us. We were here for like over 8 hours.
Yeah.
Just working on stuff.
Right. Now, if we had recorded when we originally said we were going to record, I was only 1 or 2 IPAs in.
And
Yeah.
by the time we
Right.
started
And
recording,
then you guys did what? You ordered more.
yeah, we
DoorDashed.
DoorDashed. We DoorDashed booze.
Because by the time we started recording, all the beer was gone.
Dave's like, my beer's gone. I need more beer.
I
I
need
need
more
more
beer.
beer. Hey, it's like
Once you start,
it's like Pringles. Once you pop, you can't stop.
You're like, Garrett, you think they'll give the beer to your kids?
yeah, we said we should try. Remember, we thought that we were like, we should try to send the kids.
Is
up
your
there.
daughter 21 yet?
We should try to see if they'll actually hand it over.
All right. And then I answered the door with the
Yeah.
Father
outfit,
Ojari
yeah.
fucking
the,
outfit.
the poor DoorDash guy looked crazy.
like,
A Belgian
what the-
Malinois ran out of the door. A priest guy came out. I'm like, hey, can you call her back in here? He's like, oh no.
He's like, she's gonna bite me? Yeah.
Nah, you're good, dude.
All right, so here we are. We're at mail call. So mail call, we all know the rules. You send in some information to us. You ask us a question. Doesn't matter what it is. Good, bad, indifferent.
Anything.
No holds barred. And we got a couple today, and Casey's going to read them off to us.
All right, let's see how we do.
All right.
We have a mail call from our friend Haberdasher91.
Oh,
Haberdasher.
And they sent us some...
Wait. Mimi's Haberdashery. What's that from?
The Hateful Eight.
Oh, I fucking knew
Quentin
it.
Tarantino.
Yes, I love that movie.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen
that
it?
was quick.
You never saw that?
That was quick.
It was almost like...
That was
almost-
quick. Mimi's
yeah.
Haberdashery.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, I did.
Great movie, by the way. Sorry.
It was almost as if this question was asked before. It took a little bit longer to answer.
Mimi's Haberdashery.
Anyone should watch it. The Hateful Eight. It's very good.
Hateful Eight. Good job. Good show. All right, here we go.
So, Haberdasher91.
Yep.
He sent us... I'm assuming it could be anybody,
Can we
actually.
change my camera view because my bag is like hanging right now?
No, I just saw a ball. I'm not good.
We can go to this.
Dude, really?
How's that angle?
Can we put my
Do you
iPad?
like- should this be our mail call
Yeah, there you
angle?
go.
I like it when I talk to... One day we're going to get a camera for me.
Yes, you need it.
We need a webcam.
We need it. And I'll get that webcam as soon as I upgrade my. We'll spend more money because I gotta get a new headset.
I want to buy a monitor so fucking bad.
See,
and
we're
Casey
going
won't let
back
me.
to impulse buying, boys.
This
We can't-
monitor is fine.
Dad,
what did
we
you
should have
get it?
brought that up. That he won't let us
So
buy a new monitor.
when we were setting up this studio, when Casey first joined us, because back in the day it was
This is
just,
going to become a segment.
yeah,
Casey's
cheap.
frugal Casey.
yeah,
Whatever.
Casey's frugal fuckery or whatever. I don't know. So when we first set this up, Casey, I'm like, "What do you need, Casey, so we can set you up, proper like?" And he's like, "Oh, we need a monitor and like all these things." I'm like, "All right, well, I don't know what the fuck monitor I'm getting." So I actually got this off of Facebook Marketplace for $15. This monitor here.
It's perfect.
Yeah. And he's like, "This is great."
It's got a 1980s AV plug-in.
It has a VGA input. And all that stuff.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It works fine.
I don't know. We gotta spruce it up a little bit.
We have the ability to add a camera. We got to add one so that
Yeah.
I'm not just some guy.
All right. The man behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Man, the voice of God. The frugal voice of God.
Don't spend your money.
All right, what's the mail call?
Save for a rainy day.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
What's wrong with that? All right.
Because one day you're gonna die, and what's gonna happen with that money?
Yeah.
Am I in your will?
No.
No. Fuck. All right.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Do you actually have a will? Do you have a will?
What's wrong with having a will?
Do you really have a will?
Well, all right, look.
Damn.
I'm not going to give anyone advice, but at a minimum, you should at least set up beneficiaries for your bank accounts so that if you do kick
Oh
the
yeah,
bucket-
yeah, yeah.
And if you have life insurance and things like that. you know. But
I'm worth more dead than I am alive.
Same. The same. Both.
My kids are gonna be fucking set when I'm fucking kick it. Damn.
That's literally what it's. I'm worth way more dead than I am alive.
Yeah, 100%. All right, what are we doing? We're doing mail
Sure,
call.
doing mail
All right.
call.
Mail
yeah.
call.
Mail call.
There we
Mail
go.
call. All right.
Mimi's Haberdashery.
All right.
right?
Mimi's Haberdashery.
Haberdasher 191.
Fantastic
right?
movie.
All right.
Please watch it.
All right, here we go. We got some rapid questions.
Rapid fire questions.
Got it. Let's
All right.
go.
So wait, how do you want to do this? Do you want to like?
We'll both nail it.
Yeah. Just
just
ask.
say it.
Ask a question.
What was your first job?
I working at the post office, sweeping the parking lot.
McDonald's, and I got fired for giving out too much free food. To all my friends.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got called into the manager's office, and they were like, "Hey, what's this?" And there was so many because we used to have a promo button, and then you're supposed to put the coupons underneath the cash register.
Oh, yeah,
I had
yeah.
like 25 promos within for a week of working, and no coupons in them. Because all my friends would go through the drive-thru, and I just promo out their food.
Yeah.
There's no way they still do that for their employees.
What, get
Like,
free food?
yeah.
No, you get one free meal. They've always done that. I know. Actually, I don't know now, but I'm pretty sure they do. You get your lunch is paid.
It's so expensive now, though.
True.
It is.
But-
So I used to have a friend in high school who worked at McDonald's, did a drive-through,
My first job.
and I'd go through, and I order like a large fry. And you know how like at the bottom of the bag, there's always a few fries that fucking fall out.
Just dump them.
He would put like fucking 3 or 4 scoops directly into the fucking bag,
Yep.
and I was just like mowing on fucking fries for like ever. But
Yep.
yeah, it was good.
What'd you do at the post office?
So I don't know if that was technically my first job. I did get paid for it, but I was like 12.
Wait.
No. I like first job where you're actually like taking taxes out. You know what I mean?
Well, hang
like,
on a
what was
second.
your-
Like, how did that even come about? You're 12 and you're working at the post office. Did you get kidnapped?
Well, I grew up. I grew up.
crate getting shipped overseas, going to Jeffrey Epstein Island. Dude.
Let him out of the cage. No. So I grew up in Sterling, Connecticut. Okay.
Ring-a-ding, ding, 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 ding.
Which we're actually going to
ding.
talk about a story from Sterling here later
yeah.
in the episode. Yeah, this is going to be a good one.
Oh yeah, just where Dave grew up. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
yep, back in Sterling. And back then there was like 17 people in my town, but we did have a little bit more than that, like 19. But we had the post office, so it was like one of those typical small towns where everybody knew everybody, and I don't know. My mom went down to the post office, and the guy was like, "Hey, one of your boys want to sweep the parking lot and the sidewalks and stuff," and she was like, "Okay." So I
Yeah,
went
take
down.
Jari, get rid of him.
Yeah. So I made like $10 a day or some stupid shit.
Just sweeping the
Manual labor. Yep. Child labor from
Child
the
labor.
federal government.
Yeah.
You know.
I like that. That's kind of cool.
But my first actual taxable job was working at the supermarket. I was I don't know what they call them now, but the term back then was bag boy.
Bag person.
Bag person. Well,
Please,
that's what I
Jesus
said. Back then it
Christ.
was bag
Trying
boy.
to-
Did you double bag? Or
No,
were you
it
stingy,
was,
you're stingy with the bags.
It was paper or plastic. And I remember one time I was sleeping, and I say paper and plastic so many fucking times that when my mom woke me up for school, she's like, "David," I'm like, "Paper and plastic." I like woke up, I'm like, "Oh fuck, yeah, I'm not there."
Did you have like a certain way you had to put stuff in there?
Yeah, you put the eggs first, the eggs and the bread in first, and then you put the canned goods on top of them.
I thought for a second, I thought you were being serious. I'm like, what do you mean eggs first?
Did anyone ever come up to you and like complain about how you bagged their groceries?
100%. Absolutely. Dude, I was fucking 16. Of course I did.
Some
Yeah.
old lady, some white freaking haired Karen just
Yeah. The blue hairs.
Shani.
The blue haired, yeah.
Were you,
Silver fox.
Were you respectful to them and like, oh, I'm very sorry?
Dude, he worked in a small town grocery store.
I'm trying to get in the mind of a 16-year-old Dave Jari.
Oh, you don't want to be in that mind. No. No, I was okay. Yeah. I'll be like, "Oh, I'm sorry." But under my breath, I'm like, "Fuck you fucking fucking stupid asshole."
There's gonna be a serial killer around here one day, and it's gonna be me.
They're going to call me the New England serial killer.
All right, next
Anyway,
question.
all right, here we go.
That was
That was supposed to be rapid fire.
So
All right,
fast-
here we go.
yeah.
What's your favorite month?
June.
June, huh?
October.
Oh, summer, Halloween, that kind of thing.
I like Halloween activities. Like I like fall shit.
You like fall shit.
I like fall shit.
You know what? Yeah.
Like
that-
apple
that's a good-
picking and the pumpkin spice
Yes.
at Dunkin'. or
Pumpkin
whatever.
spice
the change of that
lattes.
weather, that cold October
Yeah.
night.
Put the
Cider.
put the flannel on.
Oh yeah, finally hoodie season. The hoodie season. I just love it. I love that time of the year. And then Christmas. I love Christmas. Don't get me wrong. It's my favorite holiday. But
I hate Christmas.
but it's like that October. You can feel it coming. Plus, you know that Christmas is in a little bit. It's just a good time. October is a good time.
Yeah.
I like it.
So this TV that we have up in the back here is a little distracting because rather than being in the moment with Garrett talking with him, I'm watching him on the
I'm still
TV.
talking to you. I'm still talking to you. But then again, also, if we're on camera, we don't want to be like this the whole time.
I love looking into your eyes.
Thanks, buddy. I know. I got beautiful
You
green.
make eye contact.
Beautiful green baby blue.
So-
greens.
Watch me.
Summer, beach going.
Well,
you know.
June's my favorite month because it's my birthday,
Oh,
and we have banging parties here at Garrett's house.
Yes.
the last year's was pretty good.
Last year, your 50th was fun.
Yeah, I was good. I was good up until they broke out the tequila.
Yeah, tequila was.
Once the tequila came,
Once you switched to liquor,
it's fucking
it was
game over. Yeah, I was actually letting you pick my drinks because I had the Coronas, I had the
Yeah,
IPAs.
dude. Yeah, before you even started, when you showed up, you said, "Hey, you're in my control. Don't let me get too drunk."
Yeah.
And you had to come and ask me
Yeah.
if you could have this drink.
Right.
Like I was
so
your
I
dad.
I brought 3 different kind of drinks. I brought Coronas, I brought the IPAs, and I brought the Fisher Islands.
Yeah, Fisher's was a no go.
And I was like, "You choose."
I
which-
started up. I
which-
said, "All right, you're starting with one Fisher, and then
Yeah.
we're switching off, and
Yeah.
then you're having a bottle of water before."
Wasn't Kelly like, "What about water?"
Sounds like something she would say.
I'm like, "Fuck water. Just water in the pool, whatever." All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Next question.
Favorite animal?
Cheetah.
So I want to say snow leopard. Love
So
snow leopards.
Say
Snow leopard. I'll go. But I was gonna remember we talked about
got
the weasel
cheetah.
the other day.
The weasel.
Yeah, I forgot what they're called. I couldn't even think
Show
about
my cheetah.
Oh,
Casey.
sorry.
it.
There it is.
Cheetah.
Meow.
Yeah, I'm going snow leopard.
Yeah.
Majestic.
Hold on, go back to Garrett's. Go ahead. All right. Your forearm looks like the fisting dildo that you can buy.
You gotta have the point though.
You gotta have
They always have an entry point right there. They're never like this. They're always like
you
this.
you gotta have the point.
And they're too realistic. They got the veins on them and stuff now. I'm like, what? You guys are trying too hard at the dildo factory. What's going on here? All right, next question.
What's your favorite color?
Black or gray?
Black's not a color.
Gray.
Gray.
Is gray a color?
Yeah. I don't know.
How is
actually.
gray a color? If you're saying black's not a color,
I don't know. I don't know how that works. I'm not smart
Is
enough.
what a
But,
color?
I think gray is my color. I think black is a color too. I'm just saying people will like. There's always that person who's like, actually, black and white are not actual colors, and
So then gray's not a color. Because gray is black.
Well,
and
for
white.
the purposes of this segment,
we do have a producer that could Google if gray and black and white is okay. But
not
it's
on
okay.
his fucking Windows fucking 13, whatever the fuck that is.
if I had
He's
internet
got to
down
use
here,
his trackball to get up. It takes him too long to scroll up to the search bar.
if I had internet down here, maybe I could.
That's
is true.
Fair
Yeah,
enough. Fair
that's
enough. Yeah, I'm going gray too. Like a
Touche.
good matte gunmetal gray. Oh, it's so sexy on
Gray.
cars.
All right, gray and black.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. What's your favorite word?
Cunt.
I was about to say it.
I love fucking cunt.
I was
Cunt
about to
is
say
my
the other one we were
favorite
talking about earlier.
No, no. Can't say
Cunt
that.
is good. Favorite
Yeah.
word? Oh, God, I don't know. What do I say a lot?
I don't know.
You say I don't know a lot.
I say I don't know. I don't know. Next.
That's 3 words.
We'll run away.
All right. What word do you have a hard time pronouncing?
Ooh.
Whoosh,
We're just
Washashash.
here.
Whoosh.
Hypothesis. Hypothesis.
Hypotenuse.
Hypotenuse.
Hypothesis.
Hypothesis.
There is one. I can't fucking think of it.
I know. I got a couple of that I always
Yeah.
jack up, but I can't think of them on the top of my head.
Isfacy.
Ifsy.
Yeah. That's a
Sorry.
No.
It's
was
just the
mine.
independent spent fuel storage installation.
Jesus.
okay.
All right. Where did you go on your last vacation?
Gettysburg,
Ooh. Little Civil War.
Mexico.
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 Yep,
Little-
that's where you almost got killed at.
Yeah.
Little
yeah.
all
We've told that
inclusive.
story on Criminal AF.
Yeah.
All right. What do you? What is your go-to pastime?
Master.
It's a whole day. You know what I mean? He plans his day around it.
Yeah.
You light the candles, put down the pictures of the kids. You like,
What?
no, put down like you know what I mean.
down a
No, you know what I mean? Like that.
Yo.
I meant like cover your pictures. You know what I mean? Like the pictures around the house. You
I
know,
don't have the costume on anymore.
you know what I'm saying? You put the family pictures down so nobody can look at you. You just light the candles, set some music.
Yeah, is that how it goes?
Then you take Vanessa out of her change her outfit.
Well, I can't do that anymore. She's here in the
She's
studio.
here in the studio now. Yeah. Favorite pastime? What is it actually?
Netflix.
Video games, baby, for sure.
That sounds about right for you.
Yeah. You and your World of, what is it? What is that thing you're playing?
World
of
of Warcraft. It's been a 25-year addiction, and
That's
anybody who
stupid.
actually plays that's listening to this understands.
No.
What's your character?
I have a lot of characters.
What's the one you made?
Right now, I'm a level 60 mage on
Oh.
hardcore.
You guys are fucking weird.
I don't play video games.
You know?
No, they're too expensive.
Which is crazy because of the year that the fact that he doesn't play games in the like he's our age, like every dude around
Yeah.
30 to 32 started that addiction
Yeah.
at.
I like women, so
Oh, stop. I'm married with 2 kids. What are we talking about?
she felt sorry for you.
That's my 10-year beard that I've been living.
Okay.
All right. Favorite subject in school?
Jim.
History.
Gym.
History for sure.
Huh.
I was going to be a gym teacher.
I figured.
Gym is a crazy answer.
Why?
I was going to be a gym teacher. What gym teacher diddled you that you were like?
No. I fucking love gym.
I did love gym. Like
So I was like-
basketball back in high school when they were like, oh, today
Square
we're doing-
dancing.
I liked archery. When they had archery, oh, man.
Yeah.
That was awesome. But even the days where they're just like, hey, we're just playing basketball today. I used to fucking love
Floor hockey.
Yeah, floor hockey was good.
Yeah.
Spiking the ball and the girl who didn't change his face. Remember, they didn't like there's always a girl who just would never change and not do anything or
Right.
participate.
Yeah, sitting on
and
the
you just
bleachers.
go hard as hell. Make her cry because she got hit in the face with the ball.
So I was a rambunctious teenager, right?
You needed that. Express that energy.
That was before all this ADHD shit came out.
Yeah.
So basically, I was what they considered back then as the class clown. You know, very disruptive.
Yep.
You know, trying to flirt with all the girls, all this other kind of stuff. So my math teacher, she absolutely loved me. Like, thought I was the greatest thing since sliced bread. However, she did not want me in her class because I was so disruptive, right? So every day I would show up for math class and she would write me a pass to gym.
That's actually a sick ass teacher. The
Like,
fact
whatever.
that she was so sick of you that she would write a pass to get you out of the class is amazing.
Yeah. So I would, yeah.
What did you pass that class with? What was your grade?
Fuck, I don't know.
Did she like throw you an A anyway?
I don't know. She hooked me up.
Yeah, she hooked you up. Squeaked you by with a C
Right.
while you were in gym.
Yeah. Yep. So I'd say gym. Gym was my favorite.
I thought you were gonna say lunch.
Lunch.
Not you, Jari.
Oh.
Garrett.
No,
Garrett.
me at lunch. No, I did love the lunch table though.
Yeah.
We always had
Or like recess. Do they-
the
they have
cool
recess?
table.
Yeah.
When you're a part of the cool table, it's high school's not that bad.
Well, wait. You were part of the cool table?
I honestly, middle school was probably peak lunchtime. Middle school tables were.
I think you're delusional because if you were playing World of Warcraft,
what
you probably
times have changed.
You probably got the books knocked out of your hand and stuffed in
Times
a
have
locker.
changed. Times have changed. Hate to break it. It's like what was the movie with
21 Jump Street.
21 Jump?
Yeah.
That literally is how it is now.
Yeah.
How just like everything
Where he was
from
like-
the 80s jocks
Yeah.
are not cool.
Yeah, you only wear one strap on your backpack.
Yeah, and he's like, "What the fuck is this guy doing? That's stupid." And he's like, "Ew, bro, why are you so?" Oh, I love that movie.
All right, what do we got?
All right, let's try to do these
More rapid?
last set
All right.
real fast.
Okay.
Yeah,
Here we
we're
go.
All right, ready?
we're
Yeah.
dragging
Where'd you grow up?
Sterling.
right here in Norwich, Connecticut.
Where do you live now?
Montville.
Norwich, Connecticut. The boy who never left his town.
What's your social security number? No, these are getting personal. What is your favorite word in another language?
Gesundheit.
Gesundheit's good. Mine's going German too. Krakenwagen.
Krankenwagen.
Krakenwagen.
Oh, little drum and dance party.
Done spot.
Favorite dessert?
Dessert. I'm going to go with a pumpkin pie.
Sticky toffee pudding from Hell's Kitchen.
All right. Favorite breakfast?
Buttered Pop-Tarts.
I'm doing 3 poached eggs, white toast.
See how simple I am? See how
I'm
simple
trying-
We got Mr. Boot. I got fucking Hell's Kitchen and fucking poached eggs.
Listen, I'm
and
a
fucking...
man of finer things. If it's not eggs, Benny, but the holiday, how do you say it? That's
Hollandaise?
That's a word. No, it's
Oh,
holidays.
there's a word you can't fucking pronounce.
That's what I'm saying. I was going back. Call back. Is it holidays?
Hollandaise.
Hollandaise
Hollandaise.
sauce?
Hollandaise.
Hollandaise.
If the hollandaise sauce is good, eggs, Benny. If not, 3 poached eggs over white toast with a little bit of sausage and biscuits and gravy.
Ooh.
Woo!
Biscuits and gravy. I like that.
If you had to change your first name, what would you change it to?
Caleb.
Fuck was? There's no way you answered that fast. What? Why
I love it.
Caleb?
I
Charlie.
don't know.
Charlie.
I like what?
Caleb Jar.
Caleb
Caleb
Jari?
Jari.
Why Caleb?
I don't know. I like the name Caleb.
Why don't you name one of your kids, your sons?
I wanted Ethan to be a Caleb or a Noah, but we had this thing. I named Gavin. She named.
Oh, that's what happened with mine. Because Grayson should have been Knox. I tried so hard and Kelly wouldn't budge. I thought it was sick. She's like, no, that sounds stupid.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's so strong.
Right.
It's a strong name. No one has
Knox.
that name. Knox. Knox. Knox quarter. It sounds
Right.
like a first string quarterback.
I'm,
It does it? Don't tell me that does it.
Thank God Garrett spelled that out for me because I had no idea
No,
how
I
to
didn't
spell
know.
Knox.
Sometimes like people were like,
Well,
"Oh,
your
spell weird."
favorite class was gym, so
Yeah.
But no, that doesn't sound like a first string quarterback.
Knox?
Knox quarter.
Yeah.
That sounds. Oh, all right.
what Which one is yours?
Oh,
Knox.
Knox.
no, it doesn't work for me.
You just hyped it up.
It doesn't work for me. If I could change
Probably
my
some
name.
World of Warcraft fucking name.
No, I don't.
Sir Garfunkel.
Sir Garfunkel is crazy. I don't know. I don't have a. If I could change my name, I'd go. You said it way too fast. I didn't even think about it like that. Let's go. So, can I? I'll go into a tyrant. My dad fucked. The reason why my name is Garrett.
Your dad fucked what?
My dad fucked up my name.
Oh, okay. All right.
My mom wanted to call me Jarrett, so I'll go Jarrett.
All right.
Switch it up. But he was like, "Oh, Jarrett, Garrett sounds nice," and she goes, "Oh, you fucked it up, but I like that better."
You have a 4-letter word that starts with the letter B.
Bear, big burly bear.
Beat.
Okay. What's your
Is that
favorite
supposed to be
type?
hard?
I don't know. What's your favorite type of weather?
Summer. Fall.
Fall.
What is the best non-curse word, one-word insult?
Oh, God, I don't even know curse words.
Droop.
Droop.
Yeah, when you call someone a droop.
Drader.
Okay. What's your favorite store? Not store.
Spencer's.
Spencer's, really?
I like Spencer's.
Spencer's.
Spencer's is like
You know what's hilarious?
Spencer's now is like half adult.
Yeah, it's just a sex shop with
Right.
with some t-shirts in the front. That's all it is. A couple t-shirts and mugs, and then a
mugs and
full-blown-
t-shirts in the window, and then
and then
everything
just a
else
full
is just
piercings
dildos,
and
vibrators,
dildos.
and
Yeah.
anal plugs. And
You know what's
shit.
funny? I am not a outdoorsy guy or a Mr. Fix-It guy. You remember, I'm a call a guy. For
Eastern
anything.
Mountain Sports.
No, like a Cabela's. I
Cabela's?
love
Okay.
Cabela's.
Yeah.
I don't or Tractor Supply for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm not that type of person. I just
Yeah.
love those stores. I don't know
Okay.
why.
All right.
What time do you wake up?
Oh God.
Who knows? It could be anyway. It could
yeah.
be 2:00 in the morning. It could be 7 a.m.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
I don't-
night shift life is different.
Well, I'm gonna double that up. Night shift life plus not having any responsibilities, like no children, no
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I mean? So I don't have a bedtime. I don't have a wake up time. I don't have.
I'm a big boy.
I get to. I can go to bed whenever I
I'm
want.
a big boy. I got no responsibilities. Yeah, I probably would too. Stay up way later at night.
Yeah.
But the kids kind of keep me in check. So on our days off, I usually wake up earlier, but I still try to sleep in.
Yeah. Okay.
That was the last one.
Oh, that was it?
But
Oh.
we do have another mail call question.
Okay.
Okay.
Mail call.
Yeah, I'll leave it on both of you guys.
Mail call.
So this is from Mr. Bigglesworth, 1997.
Mr. 1997.
When was he born?
Mr. Bigglesworth?
Yeah.
The cat? I don't know.
1997.
1997.
Sure.
Okay.
He wants to know how much money would it take for you guys to quit your jobs right now? The lowest amount.
Ooh.
So, because obviously anyone could say $1 billion or
Yeah,
whatever.
$1
It's gotta
billion.
be less.
The lowest amount.
The lowest.
I'm trying to think what, like reasonably, like what would it take for me to leave? I'd probably say $100,000 cash, non-tax, like directly deposited into the bank account.
100.
Because that gives you, I could pay up some bills, $100,000, and then I can figure out what I want to do with my life. I don't know. It gives you some time. You can find another job. You can still like work. I'll go to Costco and fucking
Right.
stock shelves for a little bit while.
Well, you figure it out.
Yeah. I don't know. It might be more, to be honest.
I would say probably 150 to 2.
Yeah, I think 200 is a safer number. That gives me a little bit more time to find something else. I wouldn't have to worry about much.
Yeah. But then you got to think about health benefits and all that kind of shit.
That
But I
is-
wouldn't just quit. I'd get fired. I'm
So
collecting.
you can collect?
I'm collecting unemployment.
Well,
I'd
that's
get
not,
fired.
that takes risk out of it then. That doesn't.
No, I
answer the
take my
question.
200 and then I get fired. I do something absolutely.
What would you do to
egregious.
get fired?
Well, I'm not
It can
going to
be
talk.
pretty.
We
no,
can't
it
really
can-
talk about.
It can be
that
pretty
because-
generic. It can be generic.
Yeah. You know, I just start messing up at work.
Just stop showing up. Like,
No, I just miss things and just cause everybody else other pain.
Yeah.
You
You
know
can't.
what I
You
mean?
can't just not like stop. You just can't stop showing up because then that's considered job abandonment. basically.
Yeah. You gotta.
And you can't.
They can actually fight.
You can't
fight
fight
it.
that
They
for.
can, they can fight it.
Yeah,
because you
for-
just.
just call out without time or whatever.
Yeah, every mess up in the book. I think that's how I would do it.
So nothing would change then.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I would say 150 to 200.
Yeah, 200 is a reasonable. I'll say
that'd be comfortable.
200 for me too. I want to have enough.
You want to be
in
able to
the
go
bank.
golfing and have a good steak. And,
Right.
Yeah. While I'm trying to work at
And have
Costco. Or
have your fancy breakfast. And,
fancy breakfast. That's not crazy.
while Dave's having some Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, I'm having buttered Pop-Tarts. My kids won't eat buttered Pop-Tarts. Have you ever had buttered Pop-Tarts?
No way.
What?
Put butter on Pop-Tarts?
Yeah.
It does. I get it. I've never tried it.
It's
Like,
good.
like what kind of Pop-Tarts?
Any kind. But
The
brown
cinnamon
sugar.
ones with brown sugar with a little drizzled melted butter on top.
Yeah.
That sounds good. I might make one of those tomorrow.
Yeah. Even the blueberry, like blueberry with butter. I don't know.
I love butter.
It's like a buttery blueberry muffin.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
That was good.
150 to 200. All right.
150 to 200.
Well, that one does that. Now, we're going to jump into, so we had like a little nice discussion here, but we're going to jump into something a little bit more serious and disgusting and downright repulsive. So
a call back to Criminal AF.
Yeah.
For sure.
So in my hometown, like I said, I grew up in Sterling, Connecticut, and recently, as recent as April 16th, so 3 days ago, 2 individuals from Sterling, Connecticut were arrested in connection with an animal abuse case. All right.
Oh, dude, I can watch a murder all day. I don't want to look at
Dude.
poor animals getting abused.
Yeah,
Sounds like Kirk. Keep it up with Winslow.
Keeping up with Winslow.
Right.
Catching up with Winslow. Yeah, so on Wednesday, April 16th, around 5:20 p.m., troopers from Troop D in Danielson responded to an active disturbance at a Sterling residence. At the scene, they identified 22-year-old Nicole Denoyers. I hope I'm pronouncing that. Actually, I really don't care if I'm fucking pronouncing that right, you fucking douche. Who also goes by Oscar.
That's insane.
Nicole/Oscar had an active arrest warrant and was taken into custody without incident and transported to Troop D for processing. Later that evening, around 7:30 p.m., 56-year-old Kelly Denoyer, I hope I'm butchering your name too, you fucking bitch, voluntarily turned herself in at Troop D on an active warrant stemming from the same investigation.
What's going on in Sterling?
The arrest followed a lengthy investigation into animal cruelty led by the Northeastern Connecticut Council of Governments, otherwise known as NECOG.
Just making up abbreviations at this point. NECOG.
That's what it says,
I know,
NECOG.
it's just, come on, it's too long.
The resulting warrants were submitted to Danielson Superior Court and later transferred to Troop D for service. Kelly faces 35 counts of animal cruelty, while Nicole/Oscar was charged with 40 counts. Both were released on $20,000 court-set bonds and are scheduled to appear in Danielson Superior Court on April 30th. NECOG coordinator Jennifer Hutchins previously reported that the agency seized a total of 33 living animals, including 6 kittens, 2 guinea pigs, 5 rats, 1 pony, 14 dogs, 1 bearded dragon, 1 goat, 1 chicken, 1 rooster, and 2 pot-bellied pigs. Additionally, 8 animals were found deceased. 2 guinea pigs, 1 squirrel, 3 cats, and 2 unidentified animals.
The fuck does that mean?
Picking on the little guys is what it is.
What is
They don't know what the animals were. They were just rotted
corpses?
Yeah.
What the dude? Imagine
So-
what that house smelled like.
Well, we actually have some
want me to-
photos. Yeah, can we cue that up?
Let's cue it
from your Windows XP. All right, so there you are. So
Oh, look
there's
at it!
Kelly.
Look at that chicken coop.
Yep, that's the.
Ew.
So we're
dude.
gonna go from the front yard to we're gonna move into the house here. So
What?
the front yard just has piles of actual fucking shit.
I think I can pause it too if you want.
Yeah,
Dude,
I mean,
how
whatever.
do people actually live like that?
Yeah.
That's a girl on the right.
Yes, that's yeah.
Oh, dude.
That's Nicole.
Hang on
Oscar.
one second. This is all right.
What?
They have a picture of Darth Maul
Where?
in the bottom here, right here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Star Wars, man.
Nope.
Shout out to my Star Wars fans.
Darth Maul.
What?
I love how you just pick that out of the.
Tell me that
Yeah.
wasn't like one of the coolest things when you were 9 years
Yeah,
old.
Darth Maul.
and Darth Maul popped
That's
up out of nowhere.
that's a villain and a half.
Yeah.
Wow, dude, I couldn't even
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa.
How do
like,
you? Where do you go to bathroom? on top of the TV
they had
box.
they had a bottle of Clorox bleach in
Dude,
the.
the smell in that house. Have
Yeah.
you ever been in like a house that people have like a
So
whole
they-
bunch of animals and it just smells like cat
Yeah.
pee?
So they actually had the arrest document. They said as soon because they've went a few times to serve this to get access to the house to look at the pets, and
Those are maggots?
they were refused every single time. So one of the times they went back and the door was cracked open a little bit.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
What the fuck,
Yep,
dude?
there were 3 dogs in one cage. So anyway, they said that when the door was cracked open a little bit, all you could smell was a permeating ammonia smell
Dude, he's got red eyes.
coming from the house. So these are gradually going to get a little bit more worse. So just a warning, fair warning. So these are some of the 14 dogs that were taken.
Dude.
Yeah,
That's got to be like, there's some mental illness there, right? At that point? Like, these people aren't normal. Well, yeah.
so
Oh my God.
yeah, so those are the rats that were yeah. Now all of these animals were infested with fleas. Some were riddled with arthritis. There's the
You
goat.
know the goats in the house?
There's the goat.
Yeah, because they're probably
That's
just...
mange, right? Is that mange?
Yeah,
Where the hair is just all whatever. Those are the kittens.
Dude, I do want to
So-
get a cat. I might go find out where one of these cats are. Then we can call them like,
What?
I don't know. I can't think of it at the time. Like something to do with a disgusting house, though. Because you know how good cat names are.
Right.
You got to call them something stupid. You can't call them people.
There's the potbelly pig. Oh, there's a little
pony.
there's
The
little
mini
Shetland pony,
horse.
Yeah. All right. There's the bearded dragon.
Wow, his cage looks nice. That was obviously the favorite.
All right. So now, warning. These are dead animals that were found.
Okay, well, it's a guinea pig. It's not that crazy.
Well, there's the
Aw,
kittens.
dude.
Most of these were found in the freezer. Pause that right there. Go back.
Oh,
Nope. No, that's fine. One of the kittens was in a McDonald's bag in the freezer.
What? Yeah, dude. There's mental
You know what I mean?
health shit going on. Why do you have a
it's
squirrel?
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so there's my hometown for you. Fucking pieces of shit. $20,000 bond. What do you think about that?
What would that be? $2,000 to get out, right?
Yep, 10%.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I don't think they have it.
No, they don't look like they have it.
What,
Or
the two-
family.
No,
There's
they're out. They were released.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Oh, it was probably on a bail bondsman. They still probably owe. They're still coming back. They have to.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah, they probably did. Yeah, the bail bond.
the bail bondsman. Yeah, that's
They pay it in little payments or whatever.
installments.
So it's good.
Well,
So-
usually you have to put collateral up.
Yeah.
So, but what do you have? Do you want this?
They have a lot of animals.
Do you want this mini horse?
Yeah. So apparently this was like, I mean, obviously this is a huge fucking deal, right? Like
Yeah.
somebody who can fucking live like that and treat the animals that way and whatever. But apparently this has been going on for quite some time.
Yeah, you can tell. House doesn't get like that overnight.
Well, I know some people from back home,
Yeah.
you know, and who are familiar with the situation. And NECOG, okay, because basically what NECOG is they have their own animal control, all right? But because all the towns up in the quiet corner there are so small, each town doesn't have their own animal control. So NECOG, Northeastern Connecticut, whatever the fuck they are, they have animal control for the group of towns.
Gotcha.
Okay, so
Just
they,
like how resident state troopers were.
right,
almost,
right.
Yeah,
So they kind of oversee several towns. Now, these guys were called numerous times to this residence, and from what I've been told, they've all walked away saying that the animals were not in serious danger.
Bullshit.
Well, we talked about with the little boy there with criminal AF.
Yeah.
How DCF was called all these
Stopped him
times.
multiple
Oh,
times.
he wasn't in immediate danger, so we're going to leave him in the house, kind of thing. Well, this is the same thing. Like they showed up and they're like, oh, well, we didn't really witness any, you know.
Has hoarding been classified as an actual mental illness?
Yes.
Like, or is it just like, oh, they're just a hoarder? It has been. Like, it's been like,
Yeah. No, it's OCD.
okay.
Yeah.
So it falls under the umbrella.
Right.
because it's definitely like that is a situation of
Obsessive
like
compulsive.
hoarding.
Like you collect animals. You
Yeah.
collect like leaving your dead animals in the freezer.
Yeah.
That you're collecting them. You're saving them for something. Whatever the fuck it
There's
is.
some weird love thing there,
Right.
like connection.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird energy.
Yep.
I just can't believe like if I lived in the house next door, I'd be so pissed looking at that every day.
Right. Well, not only because you have a
Like my neighbors judge me if I wait too long to cut my grass. Like I have to like their hate and like disgusting looks is the only reason why I cut the grass the way I do.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't imagine trying to live.
Well, usually there's like blight ordinances, right? Like
You have to keep up with
like
X.
town rules. Like you can't have like 2 unregistered cars in your yard or something like, you know what I mean? So the fact that this house looked like that,
Ugh.
and nobody got involved.
That
you know
front
what I mean?
door, yeah, that front door picture looks insane.
You know. So I don't know. I just wanted to share that because it is kind of close to home, literally because I was raised there, but it's not that far from us. It's like a 20 to 30 minute drive away. So I don't know.
Speaking of close to home,
Yeah.
our criminal AF fans will appreciate. I don't know what the heck's going on there. Listen, this is $3,000 studio, and there's our upstairs, in our penthouse studio in New York City.
Yeah.
Our upstairs neighbors are a little rowdy.
Upstairs neighbors.
Yeah, they're filming Double Dare upstairs.
Double Dare. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
Yeah, speaking of close to home,
Mm-hmm.
we do have an active, maybe an active serial killer
Possibly. We do.
around our neck of the woods.
We do.
And remember, back then, I always said if people started ending up dead around this area, there's only one person that you guys should be looking at.
That's right. So we have a potential serial killer coming around.
I don't know. It's
And,
looking like it.
I got the article here, and it says there is growing concern in New England about a potential serial killer following the discovery of 6 bodies across Connecticut, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island within a short period of time. While authorities have not officially linked any of these cases, the proximity and timing have led to public speculation. So the cases that they're talking about is Paige Fannin, 35. She was found in Norwalk, Connecticut on March 6, 2025. I believe she was found in a river. An unidentified woman between the age of 40 and 60. She was discovered in a suitcase near a cemetery in Groton, Connecticut
The sub-base
on
slasher.
March 19th, 2025. Now, this woman, it was only her torso that was found.
Yeah, that's the red flag for me.
Yeah.
That I'm like, that's not just like I accidentally killed somebody. Let me
Right.
just stash the body.
Or like, I came across a pile of bones.
Yeah, her body was butchered.
Right.
Like,
Yep. The Bluff Point Butcher. Unidentified remains were located in Plymouth, Massachusetts on March 6th, 2025. Denise Leary, 59, was found in New Haven, Connecticut on March 20th. Michelle Romano, discovered in Foster, Rhode Island on March 26th. And just across the border, back in Connecticut, in Killingly, Connecticut, remains were found on April 9th.
what in Danielson too, right?
Killingly.
Oh, I thought there was a Danielson one too.
That's Danielson Killingly.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like a Norwich Taffel.
Yeah, for people that aren't familiar with like the quiet corner of Connecticut and down where we live, it sounds like the remains found in Mass, Rhode Island, and Connecticut. That's they're so far. It's not far apart at all.
It's
That's
all within
45
minutes.
minutes where these bodies were found.
Right. So
The Killingly Killer.
Killingly Killer.
Yeah, we're
You
trying
had to get Casey had to sneak that one.
Yeah,
He's been trying
He's
so
been
hard.
trying so hard.
Come
The
on,
Killingly
guys. Killer.
It's gotta work.
We're trying to
Yeah.
rebrand the name because New England
the New
Killer
England
Serial
Serial
Killer
Killer.
sounds
Yeah,
so stupid.
so they have this like Facebook group page and people are going around the New England serial killer. It's fucking lazy.
Yeah,
Right.
come
So I put a post out on Facebook and I said, you know what? We got to be more.
Yeah.
You know, you had like the Night Stalker, the co-ed killer, the freaking Gainesville Ripper, like
Yeah.
the New England serial killer. Like,
Come on,
shut the
dude.
fuck up.
Nah, we need the
So,
quiet corner.
The quiet. So Garrett came up with the quiet coroner. I came up with the Bluff Point Butcher.
I like that one
because
too.
Bluff Point is in Groton, and that's where the torso was found.
Yeah. Plus, also there's been reports of hooded man wearing like a full hood that pulled out a knife on somebody in Bluff Point just recently.
Yep.
So that's why you're like, ooh,
Yep.
everything would be. And then he ended up running, right? He picked up a rock, I think he
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
And was like, I'm not the guy to fuck with.
I'm not the guy to fuck with.
And then just ran down the beach.
I don't know. It was weird. I don't know why he was out there during a rainy day.
He said that guy said he was going to spread his ashes.
Right.
Or spread something, or he had like his father's ashes, and he's been placing them in certain spots.
But I mean, he made that a point.
Yeah.
Like he was just standing there in his raincoat on a rainy day out Bluff Point in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, bro, so were you?
Yeah. Well, no, he said he like emerged out of the woods.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. He said it was weird.
Yeah. So I came up with the Bluff Point Butcher, and Casey came up with
The
Killingly Killer.
It's too matchy for me. The Killingly Killer.
I like the symmetry. Imagine being in that situation, though. Imagine being in that situation with that guy where you're just standing at like
in this
the edge of a cliff, and then some guy comes up with a knife or whatever.
You're on a bluff, and the guy just like tries to back you in a corner.
And all you have is a rock.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that wouldn't be me, but
yeah,
that dude would have been. You would have went on a hunt.
Swiss cheese.
I hope nobody tries to come at me today. Just go to Bluff Point every day when it's by yourself.
Yeah. Oh, there's a guy going around terrorizing people at Bluff Point.
Yeah.
Let's go for a hike.
Let's go for a hike. I want to bring the family. I'm gonna go take the dog for a walk.
So we actually know somebody who knows somebody
I've
who
heard
discovered the remains in Groton.
It's insane. I think that person's house is like right there, right?
Yeah. So basically, prior to the discovery of the remains in Groton in the suitcase, the person reported that there was a man, because the remains were found like kind of like on a stone wall or on top of something.
It was very like deliberately left
Right.
out. That's what.
So there was a man who was laying down with the suitcase underneath their head. There was a hooded sweatshirt. They couldn't see the guy. They couldn't tell who the guy was. But they noticed that when they looked out their window, there was a guy just laying there with the suitcase resting under their head. It was like they were like taking a nap. And they were laying there for like 45 minutes. And then the guy just eventually just got up and walked away and left the suitcase. So the person went out, was like, why did he leave his bag? So he went out to go check the bag to see if there was like any identification or whatever. And that's when they were like, it's a fucking torso.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
There was no ring cameras, no nothing.
I don't know. I guess not.
Damn.
But imagine that, just seeing the guy, whoever the guy was comfortable enough to just sit there and take a nap.
On a torso of a body.
Resting their head on a suitcase.
Dude, I'm calling
containing
it.
the torso.
The police around this area are not releasing. Like, nope, we don't have any evidence that it's a serial. Dude, it's getting a little weird at this point.
Yeah.
Like the first couple bodies, everybody was like talking about it, and that's no. But at this point now.
Well, some of
seems
these
very convincing.
remains that have been recently discovered have been there for quite some time.
Correct.
You know, like I think the ones in Killingly.
They were like bone. They were already
bones.
decomposed.
Yeah. Now this Michelle Romano, the one from Foster, she went missing in the fall. Denise Leary went missing in the fall. And the other woman, I think we have a picture of the three, Casey.
I'll bring 'em up.
Have they done DNA testing on the torso yet?
Not yet. So those are the three. So the first one there is Paige Fannin. She's 35. The second one in the middle, that's Denise Leary. She's the one that was found in New Haven. And the last one is Michelle Romano. She was the one that was found in Foster. So, so those are the three ladies there. The other ones have yet to be identified. But they do believe that the one in Groton, the torso, had a condition which basically, I don't know how to politely describe this, but basically your body is kind of contorted and deformed. I can't remember the name of the disease, but basically the person would have been short in stature with a boxy kind of look, like a thick neck, thick shoulder, like
That's interesting.
It's some sort of a genetic disease that people are born with. But basically, I'm trying not to be rude here, but like deformity.
Yeah.
Kind of like whatever, But yeah, so that's what we know right now. And right now, police are saying none of these are connected,
Yep.
or they're saying that there's not enough information to say that they're connected. But I don't know. What do you think? You think?
I think it's just interesting that we took a hiatus from Criminal AF.
Yeah, and then all the shit.
And I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I left Dave alone for a little bit of time, and all of a sudden, we haven't checked in on Dave. He's been on opposite. We don't know what he's doing on his days off. There's bodies dropping all over the place.
You did say.
I have said this since probably episode 2.
Yeah.
That if there's ever bodies start finding around here, and it's just coincident that we took a little hiatus from Criminal AF, and look what happened.
I mean, we haven't had a serial killer in Connecticut in a while.
Yeah.
I mean, Michael Ross, right? That was
Michael Ross.
That was the only one, right?
In the 80s. No, we've had a few, but yeah, Michael Ross was the latest.
Yeah.
In the 80s. I wonder if it's that clitoris cannibal guy.
The clitoris cannibal strikes again.
Yeah.
We got to do a 1950s like newsreel.
The clitoris cannibal.
The clitoris cannibal strikes again.
Lock your doors. Protect your kids and wives from the clitoris cannibal.
We might have to do a Criminal AF episode if they.
Oh yeah.
If they catch a guy.
If that actually goes out.
Yep.
Maybe we can interview some of the folks involved in the case.
Yeah, I mean, we right here in Groton, we know some people.
Yeah, I mean, we got direct access to the person who found the suitcase. So.
Yeah, yeah.
She think she'll want to come on and talk about it, or you think it probably freaked her out a little bit?
Probably freaked. I don't know. Especially if they don't know who did it.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you want to come out in public and
show your face and then get a visit one night by a guy with a knife
from the Bluff Point Butcher.
From the Bluff Point.
I like the sub base.
The sub base slasher.
Slasher.
Yeah, we got a sub base right there in Groton.
That's pretty
too.
good.
Yeah. But hey, so we talked about a couple of dark stories here. What do we got to sign us off here with some upbeat?
So we can do a little guess the song.
Okay.
Yeah. We did some killer stuff.
Yeah.
some
killer
sad stuff. Some animal abuse stories. Let's end on a high note.
Let's
right, I'm just gonna play the music.
Let's pick this up.
It's gonna count down from 10 or whatever. You're just gonna hear it.
Okay.
Guess the song.
I have no idea what's gonna play. I'm just pulling this off the internet.
All right.
Ready?
Here we go. Yep.
See
ya. Chandelier?
Chandelier.
Yep.
Yes, Chandelier.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2,
See
3.
Chandelier.
From the chandelier. Oh.
There we go.
Thank you, Ariana Grande. Thank you,
Next.
yes.
Next.
Thank you, next.
Thank you next.
Thank you, next.
Thank you next.
Easy.
Gary got that one.
Well, thank you next. Thank you next.
Easy.
Oh. Oh shit.
Bad guy, Billie Eilish.
I'm a bad girl. Bad guy? Bad guy.
Bad guy.
Bad guy, yeah.
From that type, might seduce your that type. I'm the bad guy.
Duh.
We should do a different genre next time too. Like all different.
What the fuck is this?
I have no idea.
I have no idea what this is.
Beyonce.
Oh shit. Okay.
The intro.
Yeah. Throw me off a little bit. Who runs this mother? Is this an ad?
No, this is the song. 4 seconds.
Sounds like the free.
Oh. I'm with you.
The Weeknd. Yep. I can't
Oh.
Is it no? Right now, One Direction.
Shit.
Insecure. One Direction.
One Direction? Weren't you a fan of One Direction?
Yeah, he was.
You. Casey Moore.
He went to one of the concerts.
Yeah.
He was a big guy.
Oh,
I love this song.
Yeah.
Shallow.
Lady Gaga. Shallow. And the other dude. Bradley Cooper.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you need
I'll never think of Katy Perry?
No.
No. The fuck is it?
Is that Lonely? Justin Bieber?
Adele.
Oh, I knew that intro. It threw me off.
This song is actually from her to her younger self.
Everybody look to the right. I don't know the name of the song though. Everybody look to the right. It's not about the money.
Jesse J. Price tag.
God, how do we already forget these songs? They're not named that old.
Price. Oops.
Old Town Road.
Old Town Road, is it?
Lil Nas X, baby.
Lil I sucked this dick on the Old Town Road.
I don't care what anybody says. Billy Ray Cyrus. This part of that. It kind of hits.
All the conservatives changing their idea once they found out he was gay. Like, wait, I don't like that
Hold
song
on.
anymore. Oh, Rihanna.
It's Rihanna, yeah.
Shine Bright Like a Diamond, Rihanna.
Shine bright like a diamond.
That's right. Like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond.
Oh,
Oh, happy.
yeah.
Might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
The Neptunes. What's that? No. Pharrell. Right?
Yeah. The Neptune, you are sort of correct with that.
Pharrell, happy.
Neptunes.
What happiness is to you.
Kelly hates this fucking song. I'll put this on and she'll lose her mind.
Is it really?
Turn that fucking shit off. Hey.
Oh, is this your boy?
Kiki.
Oh,
do you love me?
Parents like, oh, fucking
He's
Drake.
got Drake
I
above
love
his
Drake,
head.
Yeah.
dude.
He got his Drake candle.
Yeah.
You love me. Are you riding?
Drake in my feelings.
From beside me. Cause I want you and I need you.
Uh-oh.
Gangnam Style.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Psy, right?
That's right. Psy,
Gangnam
yeah.
Style.
He's actually fucking huge
Yeah, dude.
in Korea.
They were doing ticket prices like
He's like a billionaire
yeah.
or some
How
shit.
much money he sells out arenas?
Yeah. It's ridiculous. Oh. Yeah. Gotta be great.
Lizzo.
Lizzo, yeah.
She got very skinny.
Bound.
She got very skinny. I got this feeling. Justin Timberlake. I got this feeling. Dude, anybody who hasn't seen Trolls needs to go watch that movie. Someday. For a kid's movie, that movie's awesome.
Yeah.
I love Trolls.
It's Justin Timberlake. Can't stop it.
Dance. Oops. Oh, shit.
Iggy Azalea.
Iggy Azalea, yeah.
Wop, wop, set up, wop, wop. Did you ever see the clip of her trying to rap?
Greetings, loved ones.
Katy Perry.
Let's take a journey.
She just went to space.
Don't even talk about that.
She
The Girl Squad takes on space. Fuck. I like the song too. She just went to space.
quote.
She was up there for 15 seconds and had to kiss the ground.
Wake me up.
Avicii, wake me up.
We're doing so much for women.
Women! Shoot, dude.
Oh, shit. Cardi B.
Cardi B, Bodak Yellow, or Kodak Yellow. Dude, the best part is, she went up there and then sat in front of a camera instead of looking out of it. And it was like blowing like bubbles and shit. Like, yo, you're in space. Look out the window. What are you doing?
That it?
That's all she wrote.
That's it.
Hey.
That's it.
All right. Well, that'll wrap that up for episode 2, the second episode by
Of Chatsui.
Suey. All right. Signing off. I'm Dave Jari.
I'm Garrett Gorder.
And I'm Casey.
We need a camera for this
What?
fucking
Can you just
guy.
a little
This
bit.
fucking guy.
Give us a little bit of energy. Let's do this again.
All right.
Signing
Pretend like
off.
you're
What's
like a 2010 YouTuber.
Yeah.
Signing out, guys.
Yeah.
From Studio Chloroform.
Signing off. I'm Dave Jari.
I'm Garrett Corder.
And I'm Casey Moe.
Hey, we out of here.
Stay tuned till next time.
See
See ya.